name is Ryan Mack, president of the Optimum Institute of Economic Empowerment, and we are on the Less Talk More Action Economic Empowerment Tour right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And you know, we've heard some fabulous stories all throughout this country, but right here in Milwaukee, it's a sure enough diamond in the rough. Let me just set this up for you a little bit. There's a drug house. They're selling drugs, they're using drugs, and it's an eyesore all throughout the community. Then they go next door and they continue to use drugs, and all throughout the community they disseminate drugs. But then the community comes together and says, you know what, we want to get this out of here. We want to make sure that no more drugs are sold, and we're going to turn this into an urban farm. And right here, as you see, Walnut Way Center, they came together, led by Miss Sharon Adams, and said, you know what, we're going to build a farm where they're going to have healthy food here and have a whole place designed where people can come collaboratively, collectively, and do some things that are powerful for the local community. So we're going to go inside and hear, and again, Miss Adams can tell the story a whole lot better than I can. But let's go inside and see what she's saying. We are inside of the Walnut Way Center, and we are with the visionary herself of who created this and turned the eyesore of a drug house into more than just an urban farm. This is Sharon Adams. Thank you for coming out, Ms. Sharon.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
And thank you for your vision. What inspired you to create the Walnut Way Center?
Well, it's really a co-creation. Larry and I were here. I returned in '97 to my home. And coming back here was just a shock. I call it a call. I was called, I think it was a spiritual call to come home and restore my home. And what I found was the privilege of working to restore a community.
And so we're looking at here the evolution of Walnut Way Center. And we go from, again, in 2003, what we're standing in was the crack house, where they sold drugs out of this very house here. And from 2003, it evolved into what we see here today, which is a beautiful establishment and where the community comes together. Talk a little bit about exactly what you went through in order to get it where it is today, and what gave you the vision to turn a crack house into a more than just an urban farm?
Well, my husband always says if you value the place that you're in, you value the people, you value the place. And if we're creative and trustworthy, we will see the value in the most unrespected places.
And you were saying in 2008, over 200 people got together and created what we see behind me right here. And you, the Walnut Way Center, is the heart of the neighborhood. What exactly is the significance of what's behind us right now?
Well, I think the strength of this is it's resident engaged. So that you have people that live and work here that have really said, this is my community, I'm a good steward of this community, and I want this community to be a point of destination for people that have diverse incomes. And so the drivers here are economic development, and we're in a place where there at any point could be 20% unemployment, 50% of the African American men are looking for work. We are saying we can co-create work, and that's what we're doing here.
And as opposed to, and you was telling me earlier, as opposed to tearing down homes, you are rebuilding homes, and not only just homes. I see the business over here, the Coffee Makes You Black, where we had a seminar. I see different fresh culinary schools, the Franklin Square renderings. I mean, this is, again, sports for the children and youth to play. This is really a collaborative effort centered by the Walnut Way Conservative Corporation to essentially give life to this community.
Right. To help that heartbeat, to make it strong.
Wow.
Make it healthy.
And as we stand here in the basement of the home, essentially 2 individuals back in the day were murdered down here. But Ms. Adams, what has this turned into from a place where 2 people's lives were lost? Now I see here a Walnut Way learning station, and you say that youth come down here. Explain a little bit about what that is.
Well, first of all, we start in the belief. We're as strong as our youth are. We are as strong as their health. And so this is a place where youth from the neighborhood can come. It is a place where teenagers and young men who have hoodies on come and learn and apply for work and give service. It is now a place where children from all over the city come and learn about neighborhood development, and they come and learn about growing food, living healthy lives. They come here. They come in busloads here.
And I see back here you have a memory board with some things here. And just let me read one here randomly from John, who's a youth that came down here. It says, "Bees are important in helping to make a lot of fruits and veggies that I love to eat." So this is just one of many things that I'm sure is constantly evolving. And now, what is this smaller version of a garden down here?
Well, that's an example of a raised bed garden. And you, in a very small place, you can grow enough food to feed a family. And we continue to want people to be self-sufficient and responsible. So that's a constant message. You can grow it, you can eat it, you can take care of it. And when if we go outside, you'll see that. Our goal is that there are people growing food all over. We produce over 2 tons of food on a sub-acre of land. So it is that message to take responsibility, to grow your food. We have young people now that are so excited at strawberry picking time because they're growing their food.
So we're standing outside here, and again with Miss Adams, in front of this field, and you were telling me earlier that every one of these fields used to be a home, but people come here to learn how to grow tomatoes and herbs. And exactly what else do we see behind here?
We're going to be taking these to market. We will be selling.
This is self-sufficiency in action.
Self-sufficiency in action.
So the people are coming here, they're learning how to grow crops, and they're learning how to grow their own food, and then they're going to sell it, so they're learning business principles.
Yes.
So here we are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on the Let's Talk More Action Tour, and I am standing in the middle of a bee farm. In the middle of the urban neighborhood, in the middle of some bees, and I'll tell you, you said that they're too smart to come out, and I hope that you're right about that, because I hope they don't come out. But explain what we see behind us here.
Well, you see over 11 colonies. We don't call them colonies, we call them communities.
Okay.
And the point of this community is that Larry, my husband, started it to show that we were a place of honey and abundance and a blessed place. And it has turned out that way. Our bees produce over 600 gallons of honey, lots of
600
honey.
gallons.
We have orders for our honey that just, it sells, it's good, but the important thing too about honey is its nutrition. Sugar is an empty calorie.
Yeah.
And these are just full of enzymes and just wonderful products. And they're also great pollinators.
All right, so we see the bees. So 600, is that on a yearly basis? You make 600 gallons? Or you've made 600 gallons?
No, every year.
Every year.
At
Wow.
least.
And so are you in superstore, in grocery stores around here, or do you sell them right here from the home?
We sell from the house and we sell from the market. And people call us and we're on the website. And so that's how we do our honey.
And you can check the website. It's on the bottom of the screen right now. So please, if you want to learn more about this phenomenal opportunity. But I want to go to the next spot because I don't want to wake the bees up. So let's go to the next location. This is Ryan Mack. And you know, whenever I'm making some biscuits, I want to use some good honey. And the only honey that I support and use is honey harvested in Walnut Way. I'm here with the creator of Walnut Way Center, and she and her husband Larry have created this beautiful bee farm and colonies that you see behind us, and this is what you see from it. You're talking about good honey. This is called good eating. See, check out the website at the bottom of the screen here, and I want you to get in contact with Miss Adams and try some of this fabulous honey. It is off the chain. this place where we stand used to be a place where prostitutes used to sell themselves. But now, Ms. Adams, exactly what do we have here now?
Well, we have a mural that was created by the young people in our community. It's been here for years, and it shows the mural from a community that was boarded and abandoned to our caring neighborhood theme, and just an abundance of food and people coming together.
And so the youth came and made this entire mural of themselves so you can let the youth have their vision of a place. It's just amazing to me how prostitutes used to be here, but now the youth come and get to share their vision.
That's right.
And the community is good stewards of the rain that they use to water what we see. So explain this rain garden.
Well, this is a rain catcher, and so instead of water coming off of our high roofs, the water goes into this 500 gallon. We also have throughout the community disconnected from the rain sewer, and their water goes straight into their plants and their gardens.
And so right here, and not only do you have 40 rain gardens, but you said the community wanted some peach trees.
Yeah.
So if you can get a shot of this peach tree here, of all these peach trees here.
Full of peaches.
And this is something, again, that you said that the community wanted, and so they're not only they're using water effectively, they're growing peaches. Tell us the backdrop of how this peach tree garden came into fruition.
Well, this orchard is really showing the wisdom of our elders. When we thought about putting trees back for health, the elder in our community said they wanted fruit, and we said, okay. And they said they wanted peaches, and we said, we're not Southern. But they showed us that one of the elders had taken a peach seed, which is not a seed, and put it in the refrigerator, froze it, put it in the ground, put a jar over it, and demonstrated that to this huge peach. My point is, you can use the wisdom of our elders. And now we take these to market, and well, we try to take the peaches to market, but they will, when people know that it's peach time, they come in and order our peaches. It's an explosion. They are so sweet, because the closer you get a peach to its source, the sweeter it is.
So I just want to point this out, because not only is this a social studies lesson, not only is this a history lesson of how somebody's used history and wisdom to create economic value for themselves, this is an economics lesson. This is a geographics lesson in terms of learning about the different areas and what they grew in different parts of the country. This is so much education going on here, and I'm just so excited about it. This is a community effort, and we stand here with Xavier, one of the many youth in the community who works with Walnut Way. Now, Xavier, what exactly do you do here, and talk a little bit about the experience that it's creating for you?
Well, I'm going to start off talking about the experience that it's created for me. I grew up right down the street on 24th and Lloyd, not too far from here, and I never been on this block at all. And my first time visiting here was about last year, and it was kind of overwhelming for me, because I never experienced something going on in a community that I grew up in, something so exciting to where they brought fresh local food, and it was like an organization to bring the community together. So it was something that was joyful.
What was that? Because I grew up in Detroit, and I've never seen any local gardens like this. So just explain, what did that feel to you, know that they have a peach tree over here, they got the bees growing over here, strawberry picking? What did that make you feel like in the middle of the urban community?
It just gave me a sense of comfort, you know what I'm saying? Just to see the community being brought together in such a welcoming environment. So
let's talk about you now. Now, what's your background, and are you in school now? And how does this enhance your life?
Okay. So yes, I am in school. I'm an undergraduate at the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Okay.
I'm studying accounting and getting a minor or certificate in environmental studies. And this is really a hands-on experience and a chance for me to give back to the community, and a chance for me to just experience what's going on in the community. I'm still learning about the community, even though I grew up in this community. So it's really a hands-on learning experience for
So
me.
was that minor in environmental studies at all attributed to the experience that you've had from here?
What was that?
Was that minor that you've selected attributed to the experience that you're getting from here?
It most certainly was.
Okay, and so would you recommend that other folks need to come down here and support this mission?
I do believe everyone should spend a little time down here. You get to learn a lot, and I really believe that a lot of people will enjoy seeing what's going on over here. So,
Congratulations, brother.
no problem.
All right, let's go on to the next spot. So here you have it, from a drug house to a future drugstore, grocery store, and all sorts of medical facilities, providing jobs, providing opportunity, helping teaching, as we saw from the youth of Xavier, teaching them about entrepreneurship skills and training education. This is a community hub that all communities can learn from, and it is truly Let's Talk More Action. I thank all of you for the work that you all are doing throughout our communities.
Thank you.